Timeout by Lafayette. They'll talk it over, and we'll talk it over as well. We'll be right back after this break.
Oxford Kubota is your one-stop shop for your farm or ranch. Whether you need a zero-turn mower, compact tractor, or the impressive M-Series cab tractor, Oxford Kubota can put together a package deal to fit your needs. We offer a fully stocked parts department and a service department with factory-trained technicians that can service your tractor, ATV, or UTV, regardless of the make or model. Come by for a test drive at 93 Highway 30 East, next to Oxford Farm and Ranch. Oxford Kubota. Oxford, Batesville, and Senatobia Rehabilitation have a professional treatment team including board-certified physical therapists, occupational therapists, athletic trainers, and personal trainers who use advanced technology and equipment to help you achieve optimal results. We provide physical therapy to patients of all ages, ranging from therapy for joint and sport injuries to stroke recovery or work-related injuries. Oxford, Batesville, and Senatobia Rehabilitation. Healing in motion.
And we are back on DoresTV, driven by Alan Samuels, Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. Here's Cameron. Good throw, but it was dropped.
Should have been caught.
Pass was intended towards the sideline, but was not complete.
That's another one of those. The old adage. I keep like beating a dead horse. If you touch it, you should catch it. And he turned and saw the end zone before he had the ball in his hands.
Hate it when that happens, right?
It's enough to drive any coach crazy.
Second and 10 on the 19 now. Lafayette player jumped, but came back on his side, and they give it to... That's Randall on the carry. He'll get a couple.
Randall's had a couple of carries on this drive. He's done pretty well.
Isaiah Austin on the tackle there for the Commodores. So they get to the 14-yard line, so Horn Lake is inching closer towards the end zone.
It's been a pretty solid drive here for Horn Lake so far.
Third and 5 on the 14. Play clock at 10.
Under a minute to go here in the third quarter.
There's a snap. Fumble, but it looks like Cameron recovered it.
And if they had not fumbled that, I think he could have walked into the end zone.
Yeah.
The entire defense
there was a gap.
They started flowing to the right because they thought the running back had it. And if Cameron hadn't fumbled it, he could have walked in. But I think even if they hadn't, they had planned on going for it on fourth down. Either way.
Mm-hmm.
Right now for Horn Lake, don't worry about the touchdown. Just worry about picking up the first down.
They're going to have to run a play as the game clock's around 15, play clock around 6. And here we go. Fourth down. Pass is complete to Davis, but he's not going to get the first down as the Commodores make another huge stop.
Fun little stat for you. The teams are a combined 0 for 4 on fourth down tonight.
I remember the Will Ard quarterback sneak that they didn't get. I think that was Lafayette's only. No, but then they had the other one in the third quarter.
After the 2 holding calls wiped out 2 big plays.
If you guys have any questions about Lafayette High School football or anything else regarding DoresTV, shoot Lawrence and I follow on Twitter. Lawrence is at LDoc93. I am at Browning Stubbs. We'd be happy to answer any questions as we will give you continuous coverage of the Lafayette Commodores throughout the 2015 football season. So 2 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Looks like the Commodores will just run one more play.
Looks like Ross Ingram, the backup QB, the junior's in there now.
And that's going to end the third quarter. Commodores lead 34-0. We'll be right back for the fourth quarter.
Because you want more flavor, at Nuke's we marinate and grill to perfection. Because you want the latest culinary tastes and trends, we never rest. At Nuke's, great food drives us. So we are meticulous in our preparation, obsessed with the quality of our ingredients, and uncompromising about serving you our very best. We believe that sharing a memorable meal is one of life's ultimate pleasures. Join us at Nuke's Eatery.
TV is the best.
Nice try, Eva. Texting is better.
Nothing's better than Twitter.
Smartwatches are the future.
Your entrees.
Hearty.
But mine orders Domino's.
So does mine.
I can order Domino's on Twitter.
So can a text. Pizza emoji sent, Domino's ordered. Smiley face.
Use your favorite device to order 2 medium, 2-topping pizzas for $5.99 each.
Welcome back to DoresTV. Looks like the Commodores are going to put some of their second-string guys in, as you don't see a lot of the usual faces out there right now. "12 minutes on the clock is running now to start the fourth quarter. Ross Ingram, the quarterback now. Hands it off to Jamarcus Quarles, who gains a couple. There's a fumble in the play, and Horn Lake believes they had the football. First carry, and he fumbles it.
Well, the Horn Lake player has it coming out of that pile. Still have yet to see an official signal.
That's Lafayette's first turnover of the night.
Well, I guess they gave it to Horn Lake. I didn't ever actually see a signal out there.
They're drawing up the football as it's gotten wet because of the rain.
This is where your defense needs to step up. Game's kind of a blowout, but in big games and close games, when your offense turns the ball over kind of in front of your own end zone, this is where your defense got to step up and make some plays.
Cameron gives it to Randall. Randall gets tackled near the 15-yard line.
Solid gain on first down. As a defense, what you don't want is to be giving up 5, 6, 7 yards a play on first down, because that sets up second and very short. Even if they don't get it, they've still got third and very short.
Clock is running the rest of the quarter. Ball handed off to Randall. Randall gets taken down, but
eventually he broke about 4 tackles on that run.
But he gets to around the 5-yard line.
You know, I'm looking out there. I think the Lafayette's kind of put the second string in on defense as well. May explain some of the broken tackles. Don't want to risk injury in this blowout of a game to your key guys. At this point, Horn Lake's just kind of playing for pride.
The clock's been very inconsistent this quarter because 35 is the mercy rule. But while there was that fumble pile, the clock kept running. So it's been very tricky. Cameron keeps it himself, and he gets his way in the end zone for a touchdown for Horn Lake.
And we see turnovers pay dividends once again. Commodores turn it over. Horn Lake punches it in for a touchdown. If I was Horn Lake, you got nothing to lose for going for 2. I'd go for 2 and then try the onside kick. John Tyler versus Plano East in the old days at Old Cowboy Stadium in Dallas.
Oh, that was fun. That was fun to watch. Oh, no. Lawrence, would you like to explain to our viewers what exactly that is?
It's an old high school football game. It was famous as one of the teams was down a huge chunk of points. Came all the way back with like 1 second. They had a 1-point lead. Ensuing kickoff got taken all the way back to the house.
Extra point's good. 34-7 is the score. We'll take a break. We'll be back on DoresTV.
Oxford Kubota is your one-stop shop for your farm or ranch. Whether you need a zero-turn mower, compact tractor, or the impressive M-Series cab tractor, Oxford Kubota can put together a package deal to fit your needs. We offer a fully stocked parts department and a service department with factory-trained technicians that can service your tractor, ATV, or UTV, regardless of the make or model. Come by for a test drive at 93 Highway 30 East, next to Oxford Farm and Ranch. Oxford Kubota. Oxford, Batesville, and Senatobia Rehabilitation have a professional treatment team including board-certified physical therapists, occupational therapists, athletic trainers, and personal trainers who use advanced technology and equipment to help you achieve optimal results. We provide physical therapy to patients of all ages, ranging from therapy for joint and sport injuries to stroke recovery or work-related injuries. Oxford, Batesville, and Senatobia Rehabilitation. Healing in motion.
And we're back on DoresTV. Scoreboard has changed, ladies and gentlemen. 34-7. Horn Lake is finally on the board. They put together a really nice drive, and that's good for their team and Coach Boyett.
Looks like Lafayette's got their hands team out there. They're expecting the onside kick. It's good coaching from Coach Robertson right there. Now they got to get it.
They kick it deep. Returned by Lafayette. There's some good blocks.
Great return.
Mikhail Wade took that one out past the 40. 9:55 remaining in the fourth quarter.
If I'm Lafayette here, I don't even worry about throwing the football. Just run. Run it. Run the clock out. Get your second unit guys some experience.
The clock is running before the play started. Kobe Sims is going to be taken down for a loss.
They're trying to get cute with it and run option, and they're trying to run read option, it looks like. Just run the ball up the middle.
Lawrence and I will be doing more research on the Lafayette Commodores rosters out the season, because there's a lot of talent, you know, from Rashawn Rocket, Terrell Price, you know, they're seniors, you know, could they possibly get a scholarship offer? Because I'm sure some guys on the other side of the ball, you know, Allen Mathis, Quinn Jones, I mean, just by how great they are, I mean, I would assume they might be playing at the next level.
It certainly helps when you have a big-time Division I college football program in your hometown.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of the Ole Miss Rebels, and then you've got people in Oxford won't necessarily like to hear this, but you got Mississippi State just down the road. You got Southern Miss down in Hattiesburg. You're just right up the road. You got University of Memphis, who seems to have turned their football program around. A lot of good Division I schools, Division I football schools in the area.
Yeah, and then for our Horn Lake audience tonight, which is, you know, very close to Memphis, Justin Fuente does a lot of recruiting in Mississippi.
That's where the talent is. That's where you got to go, right in the heart of SEC country. A lot of good football talent down here.
Kobe Sims can't get back to the line on that one.
I'm wondering why they're not waiting until there's 1 second left on the play clock to snap that ball. They're snapping it with 15 seconds left. That's not smart clock management.
Yeah, when you're up big, you probably want to run down the clock as much as you can.
Wait to get up to the line until there's 7 or 8 seconds, and then snap it with 1.
So we're under 8 minutes to go. Lafayette's going to punt the football, 4th and 10.
I see Zeke Liggins, Tate Owens, and Tyrell Price on the coverage team.
There's the punt.
Good bounce for the Commodores.
So 7:10 on the clock. We'll take a break. We'll be right back.
Hey, Rebels! Your truck is here! Allen Samuels Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Oxford presents the all-new Ram Rebel. It's Ram, the Rebel way. Send an unmistakable signal. Rebel, 24/7. Ram Rebel, from your friend in the car business. Allen Samuels Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Oxford.
Come by, let's be friends.
Hello, this is Gant Boone with Oxford University Bank. This day and age, it is hard to beat an original, much less an Oxford original, and that is exactly what you get with OUB. We have Casasa checking and savings accounts with ATM refunds nationwide, perfect for everyone, especially students. So whether you are a full-time resident of Oxford or just looking to get here as soon as you can, choose OUB. Live Oxford, Bank Oxford, Oxford University Bank, member FDIC.
It's 34-7. Horn Lake gets the football back, and looks like they got a new quarterback in. It's going to be a flag with four Commodores there. There might have been a face mask.
All you have to do,
or something.
I'm a big fan of the group tackling from the Commodores. I love the spirit. I love the intensity. There's no need once you've got him wrapped up with 4 different guys to pick him up or throw him down or do any of that. Just tackle him, and that's that. Especially when this game is just pretty much over.
So ball on the 34-yard line for Horn Lake. They give it to Randall. Randall's still working hard in this game. Gets taken down by a few white jerseys.
45, Steve Randall on the carry. Defensive play made by number 31. Grayson Mays along with 43, Joe Tapp. Play does result in a first down. Ball to be spotted at the 39.
Lawrence, so just from what's happening in this game, we compare the opener last year to the opener this year. You know, Lafayette's got 34 points on the scoreboard, and it seems like their offense is headed in the right direction.
Their offense is headed in the right direction, and the opening game last year against Tupelo, we can say as many good things as we want about the defense because they played their hearts out and they kept them in the game, but last year was dreadful. The losers, they lost 20-3. Now, granted, Tupelo's a pretty big school. They were a lot bigger. They were a class better. But it's very nice to see the Commodores putting up some points and stamping their authority over an opponent.
And you have to give a lot of credit to Will Ard. I mean, just how he looks physically and what he's done over the summer to really prepare for what he's done. I mean, it's really just fantastic to see his leadership, and it's really reflected upon all these running backs and receivers.
Will Ard's done a tremendous job tonight. Nothing much off target, touchdown pass, good stats so far tonight.
Timeout on the field. We'll take a break too.
Looking for home, health, or vehicle insurance? Let Farm Bureau handle them all. Lafayette County Farm Bureau Insurance will be glad to help with any insurance need you might have. With real claim service, stop in and see Wayne Perkins or call today 234-6232. That's 662-234-6232. The next time those hunger pains hit you, head to the famous Bees Barbecue as mentioned in The Blind Side, the movie. In Oxford for 15 years and voted #1 ribs in Oxford. We'll cater all occasions, no matter how small or large the crowd is. We also serve breakfast from 6 a.m. to 9:30. Open 7 days a week, 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. Bees Barbecue. And don't forget to call about those tailgating trays, 662-236-7090. The Bees Barbecue, the best ribs in Oxford.
And we're back on Doors TV. 34-7, 5.5 minutes remaining in this contest. Ooh, that was a nice tackle by Lafayette.
Good penetration by the defensive line. Completely blew that play up. It was over before it started.
We have a longer broadcast tonight for some of you that are just joining us. There was a 30-minute weather delay at halftime due to potential rain and lightning in the area. Lafayette led 21-0 at halftime. They've gotten 13 points in the second half, while Horn Lake scored a touchdown. Pass is complete. Solid play by Horn Lake as Jalen Meekins is past the 50.
Good open field tackle there by Tanner for by Doug Tanner for Lafayette. Almost said Lafayette players from Horn Lake. Yeesh.
Offensive tackle Nick Dean was shaken up there for the Eagles, but he's going to make his way off the field. So ball is in Lafayette territory at the 47-yard line. Clock is running, but they're
looks like somebody for Horn Lake's down with some cramps.
Kevontae Boykins at quarterback. It's taken down. That's probably going to be a face mask. There's been a couple of those for the Commodores.
That's the second one this drive. That takes them up to 75 yards in penalties for the Commodores, if that is a face mask. 9 penalties, 75 yards. That's something. It's rusty. You know, they're rusty coming off the offseason. That's something they're going to have to clean up moving forward.
Yeah, and, you know, I think part of it is, you know, it's the first day of the season. They're pumped, and they want to tackle as hard as they can. Just sometimes their hands just kind of touch the face mask, and that, I mean, it happens. Clock continues to run. Now we're under 4 minutes remaining in the fourth and final quarter of this contest. Again, the D-line, the backups are putting in some great work, Lawrence.
They're doing very well. Aside from 2 face mask penalties, they're getting good penetration against an offensive line. They're blowing plays up. They're getting in the backfield. They're causing disruption.
Lafayette on defense have a lot of their backups in right now. If you're just joining us, fumbled snap, and they'll call him down at the 45.
Been a lot of low snaps tonight, but for both Horn Lake and Lafayette. A lot of not just on shotgun plays, but on punts and such as well. Don't know if that's just poor snapping, wet footballs, or off-season rust.
And also, it has been raining, too, and the ball has been wet.
All the little things just combining to add up, cause problems for everybody.
If you guys remember watching our broadcasts from last year, the game where it rained the most happened to be the Crosstown Classic against Oxford.
That is correct.
It was pouring that game. Trying to make something happen. Boykins is pass is incomplete.
Boy, Bailey Winters had a beeline on the Horn Lake receiver there. If he had been paying it a little bit more attention, he could have intercepted that pass, but it looked like he was going for the big hit and didn't see where the football was going. In the end, he didn't even get the big hit or the interception.
So 2:16 remaining in this one. We've been here a while tonight, Lawrence.
All in a day's work.
We're still grinding. Hopefully y'all are staying with us on DoresTV to watch the celebration happen as the Commodores are about to pick up their first win of the season and start 1-0, which they did not do last year.
Another good play by the defensive front for Lafayette. And not the starters either. These are the backups, and they're doing a tremendous job as well. I love the mentality that the coaching staff has instilled into all the defensive players on this unit.
Clock's running a minute and a half. Commodores will just have the ball on offense, probably run just a couple either knees or run plays to close this one out. Our next broadcast is next Friday night right here on DoresTV, Channel 97, as they will take on the Clayton Greyhounds out of St. Louis, Missouri.
That'll be a big game.
Making the 6-hour or so drive to Oxford.
I did notice when Ole Miss played Mizzou at Vaught Hemingway a couple years ago, the Mizzou fans did travel very well.
They did.
They were, and actually, really, the main reason I noticed that is because I had gone to a Memphis Grizzlies game the night before in downtown Memphis and saw quite a bit of Mizzou gear, and I put two and two together, saw that they played Ole Miss the next day in Oxford.
Reminder, if you would like to watch a replay of the game against Horn Lake, it will be on the YouTube channels of Channel 97 and DoresTV. Just check them out on YouTube. You can rewatch them, fast forward, do whatever you guys want. All right, and that's going to wrap up tonight's action as Lafayette takes this one 34-7 over the Horn Lake Eagles. Coach Robertson and the Commodores are now 1-0 to start the 2015 season. Terrell Price, 3 touchdowns, and Willard looked very fantastic. Final thoughts, Lawrence?
Great performance from the offense, solid performance from the defense, just kind of what we've come to expect from them. I think if they can continue making accurate plays the way Willard was throwing the ball around tonight, I think we can expect big things from this team going forward this year.
All right, for our cameraman, Terry Sparks, executive producer, John Rawl, he's Lawrence Dockery, I'm Browning Stubbs. We'll see you next week at home against Clayton.
There's no place like the Oxford area. Around these parts, winning and performance is everything. At Allen Samuels, we love being a part of the Oxford area. We are proud to be from here and glad to lend a hand to our community. And we're just as proud to help our friends and neighbors when it comes to a brand new car, truck, or SUV.
Oxford has a lot to offer, and so do we at Allen Samuels Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Come by, let's be friends.